We have all heard the thrills and threats of online gaming. It is really fun and exciting. It creates a sense of importance, achievement, and the community with people speaking the same language. But at the same time, online gaming exposes our children to these threats which we must not ignore, such as cyberbullying, trash talking, privacy breaches, online predators, sharing of inappropriate media contents, the dark web, online gaming addiction, among others. While it provides an avenue for social interaction, it also has a dark side. As a father with two sons who are both very well into online gaming, I have asked myself, what can I do as a parent to make sure that my children are not exposed to these forms of danger? I actually went beyond just talking and reminding them. I regularly played online games with them, not only to ensure accurate understanding and open communication, but more importantly, to strengthen my bond with them through shared experiences. Here are some online gaming tips which parents can regularly remind their children while playing online, so these dangers can be avoided. Number 1. Be careful with what they share online. Games are a great way to make friends online, but it is very important to remind them not to share information about themselves. They should be careful about sharing personal details like their full name, address, phone number, school, and other personal information. Why? The social nature of online gaming allows cybercriminals to manipulate conversations. They may single out your child in a general chat channel and then start sending personal messages. By piecing together data from games and other sources, hackers may be able to access the other existing accounts, such as social media, or establish new accounts, even entire digital identities in your child's name. Number 2, think about who they're playing with. Most online games are open to everyone. That means they could be playing with people younger or much older than themselves. These are also important reminders to your children. Report and mute anyone who's abusive, threatening, or who tries to bully them. Be careful of scams and do not accept gifts or offers that seem too good to be true. There can be times that people use games to ask children and young people to share sexual photos or nudes. People who do this might make them feel like they can trust them, ask them to keep things secret, or give them compliments or gifts. This is called grooming. Online predators are typically older gamers who use video games to lure and groom younger victims. This can lead to inappropriate messages, webcam chats, or even face-to-face meetings that could lead to sexual exploitation and abuse. Online gaming gives predators the chance to build a kind of shared online experience, in effect, becoming the child's defender, teammate, and ally. After defeating a top opponent or exploring a new level of a game, predators form a bond with younger gamers based on these common experiences and use this to venture into more personal territory. In many cases, predators seek to isolate children by splitting them from their parents and real-life friends by taking up the mantle of the only person who really understands them. Combating this problem means talking to your children about online risks and monitoring their gameplay closely. Number 3, do not get used to trash talking. Trash talking is a language commonly used in online gaming environment. Online gamers say, this is just a form of teasing. But tell your children that in the real world, being disrespectful and rudeness are not acceptable. Therefore, they should not be used to it and avoid cursing. Number 4, lastly, but the most importantly, is set rules. Children like to play for as long as they can without stopping, I tell you, which could lead to uncontrollable hours of online gaming, resulting to neglect of themselves, their school, their friends, and even family. Online gaming addiction can be avoided with rules set as to when they can play, which should only be on weekends and after school assignments are completed. Limit hours of continuous playing. And lastly, give them other activities where they can get same level of excitement, like sports, music, or arts. Building a relationship with our children is very essential, so they would listen to us, parents, when we impose discipline and rules to avoid their overextended exposure to online gaming and the use of the internet. Apart from these tips, the following work for me. Know their online games. Play with them. And make sure they could open up with you when things do not go right while gaming. Have fun with your kids, but be safe online.
We had another full episode rich in lessons on how we can keep our children safe from threats in online gaming. Thank you to our guest, Mr. Peter Tan Chi Jr., a member of the Board of Elders at Christ Commission Fellowship, and Mr. Israel Deloy of Stereo Foundation, Incorporated, and of course to our fellow cyber guardian, Mr. Christian Ibasco, who shared earlier some internet safety tips.
Playing video games and online games is a social activity that is enjoyed by children and young adults alike. The risks arise when gaming thrills result in us losing control or when we freely share information to strangers. Peter shared with all of us earlier how online gaming creates an illusion of power, achievement, community, importance, resulting in social isolation, and worse, gaming addiction. We don't want our children to be trapped in a digital world of illusion. We want them to focus on the things that really matter: their education, their family, their moral, spiritual, and social relations. We want them to grow up to be responsible citizens, to be present in the moment, to live in the truth, and to acquire the life skills they need for a purpose-driven life.
Ang lahat ng sobra ay nakakasama. Being glued to your console or mobile or PC for hours to days to weeks definitely affects one's well-being. Ace, on the other hand, cited no specific COSIC case recorded in the Philippines, perpetrated by a gamer or pretending to be one, although this has happened in other countries. Based on their numerous studies covering thousands of respondents, online gaming platform has been a venue for sharing of sexual contents, cyberbullying, and trash talking. But such perceived rudeness could be adopted in the real world, where certain norms have to be conformed with. He advised parents to try to know the thrills their children get from online gaming to better understand them, and this way they build an open relationship with their children gamers. And for children to better understand their parents who do not know a thing about gaming and patiently share with them their thrills.
Indeed, parents play a crucial role in protecting their children from all of these threats. Constant reminders on internet safety behavior, as shared with us by Christian, will go a long way in keeping them safe. Be aware of the online acquaintances they find in cyberspace.
Seeing as to how online gaming has made its way into our daily lives and knowing how serious the threats there are, we should be vigilant in protecting not only ourselves, but more importantly, our children. After all, the internet is not just fun and games, it's serious business.
Samahan niyo po kami sa susunod na episode ng CyberChat habang patuloy po nating hinahanap ang mga kasagutan sa mga suliraning ating hinaharap sa cyberspace.
Let's continue to fight online sexual abuse and exploitation of children, or cyberbullying and other forms of online threats against our children and youth.
Be a cyber guardian.